More Friday the 13th news? Anyone? So on my recent episode of Scream Stream, we were talking about movies in 2017, and one that we mentioned that we didn't think was probably going to see the light of day was definitely Halloween, but also Friday the 13th, because constantly this movie just keeps getting pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. Finally today we actually get some news on that, and it looks like it's going to happen, people. So the news we got is that now we have a shooting schedule. This thing actually starts shooting in March and it goes all the way through May. So what does that mean? We are definitely getting a new Friday the 13th movie in October. I'm freaking excited. I can't believe finally we got some concrete news on a release date. I can't wait until we hear the same for Halloween, but I think the Halloween franchise doesn't want to compete with the Friday the 13th franchise at the same time. It's safe to say they're pushing that back to 2018. But guys, hear me out. This has a lot of potential, actually. First off, the director is Breck Eisner, who directed The Crazies. And that's a very well-directed movie, very effective horror film. I love the hell out of The Crazies. And it's a remake, but it's damn good. And if that isn't enough to wet your whistle, the writer, who was one of the writers of Prisoners. Yeah, you heard that right, Prisoners. This guy is a damn good writer. So with a good director and a good writer, guys, we might have a fantastic Friday the 13th movie. The last Friday movie, the 2009 remake, I did not like it at all. Mainly because of a few choice douchebag characters. Were all the characters bad? No, they weren't. But I believe that if you have, at least one Jar Jar Binks can ruin a whole freaking movie. And that's what we have in the character Trent. Trent is the Jar Jar Binks of the Friday the 13th universe. He ruined that last movie because you had a great Jason. You had Jared Padalecki, which is a very likable, charismatic actor. But leave it to Trent and a few other douchebags to completely ruin that movie. So hopefully they learn the lesson and they get it right from a character standpoint this time around. Want to hear my wish list, what I wish they would do? Brad Fuller from Platinum Dunes has actually stated that this is going to be an origin story of sorts. I wish that they would set this thing actually in the 80s. You know how we had all those Friday movies that were in the 80s? Reboot the whole thing and let's just do another set of sequels and set them all in the 80s. No cell phones, no Instagram, no Snapchat, no Facebook, none of that stuff. Let's ground this thing and set it right back in the 80s. Just make it gritty as hell and have some fun with it. I think it could be a blast, I really do. And I think that's the reason why those first 4 Friday movies are just classics, bona fide classics. A big part of that is because of those 80s characters and the 80s in general. And also, while I'm talking Friday, make sure you go back and check my Drumdums watches where I actually did Friday part 1, 2, and 3. I'll post a card here so you can guys check that out. It was a lot of fun. And I posted a poll on Facebook and Twitter the other day asking what movie you guys want me to do for Drumdums Watches. And the winner unanimously was actually Sleepaway Camp. So this Monday, I'm planning on doing a Drumdums Watches episode for Sleepaway Camp. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And if you don't know what Drumdums Watches is, it's not a review. It's me sitting and watching the movie. And every now and then during the movie, if it's a scene that I find interesting or there's something I want to talk about, I'll throw the camera up and I'll start talking about it. And then I put all that footage together. This is probably going to be like a 5 to 10 minute video. Also this Sunday, my second episode of Scream Stream is going to be regarding the Resident Evil franchise. And I'll have special guest Tim from the Late Reviews and my partners in crime, Zach from Zach versus the Blu-ray Mountain, and CP from Will I Like It Reviews. First episode was very successful. We had a lot of great talk about movies in 2017. And this one, we're going to talk about Resident Evil. So the whole franchise, not just the final chapter. So anyway, guys, post down below your thoughts on this new Friday news. Are you excited for the new movie? I know I am. Also, if you want to talk more, go over to Killer Flicks, become a member, where we talk horror all day, every day. And also, if you look down below, you can see all my social media links. And make sure you click that subscribe button if you like what I'm doing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdum out.